The major portion of the national park consists of the Etosha Pan, largely consisting of clay and somewhat hostile to animal life. There's no food for the herds like these blue wildebeest. The edge of the pen is covered with grass and provides good grazing for large herds such as blue wildebeest, springbok and zebras. Those who visit Etosha have to like zebras. There are areas where zebras, apart from the abundant springbok, constitute the majority of animals. I just passed a waterhole with no animals around. Suddenly, I come across two cheetahs which seem to head where I came from. I assume that they are on the way to said waterhole. I make a U-turn and will be waiting at the waterhole. My assumption was correct. Here they come. They either want to drink water or want to see whether there are any prey animals about. They don't seem to want to drink. They constantly scan the area and finally settle down for a rest. The rest is short-lived and off they go onto a prowl. These springbok would be the preferred prey of the cheetahs. Springbok are fast and try to confuse their hunters by jumping characteristically high into the air, hence the name. On the other hand, the cheetah is the fastest land animal on earth. It is not easily fooled and has a good success rate. Now at last I have the opportunity filming a white elephant. And it is not the useless device at home called white elephants. This one must have covered itself after bath with bright clay and dust of the pen. national park is a semi-desert with little or no water, except after good rainfalls. Most waterholes are created artificially. No wonder that one comes across lots of animals which have adapted to this environment. The red hartebeest is an antelope well adapted to the dry habitat. The first Afrikaans pioneers called them rooi hartebeest or red hartebeest. Animals were often named after some physical characteristic. In this case, the space between the horns of an adult animal shows the shape of a human heart. Ostriches can do without water. They accept it if offered. A typical family group, such as this one, consists of a male with black plumage and 4 females. One of the females is the dominant one or alpha female. She is allowed to lay her eggs into the center of the nest, thereby enhancing the chances for her chicks being successfully hatched. Elephants have to drink every day. In the case of an adult bull, up to 200 liters. At a number of waterholes, it is therefore certain to spot elephants in the afternoon of every day. Broken off tusks are seen often. They are the result of a shortage of certain minerals in their diet, in particular phosphate. Giraffe also need to drink water daily. It is for this reason why one sees them often together with elephants at a waterhole. Elephant cows and their babies are inseparable, but it happens that the little one has a mind of its own and wants to catch up with the pals ahead of him. The rainwater had been greatly evaporated, but there were still some areas with sufficient water to provide food for these flamingos. A welcome surprise is the spotting of a hook-lipped rhinoceros. Of the horns is not much left. Even in the national parks of southern Africa, these animals are not safe from poachers. This is a shame. To keep these animals alive, their horns were removed. To a limited extent, they will grow again, and this part will then also have to be removed. probably the most photographed scene in any national park. A group of zebras drinking water. The symmetrical pattern is always amazing. The fowl is also thirsty, but hasn't yet learned how to drink water from the dam. It has its own idea, which at its age seems to be more successful and more nourishing. The Kori Bustard sits on its haunches, thereby avoiding having to bend down too much when drinking water. If one has the dam for oneself, it is a good opportunity to take a relaxing bath. Typical for the Etosha National Park is that everything happens at waterholes. For visitors, it is almost the preferred strategy to drive from waterhole to waterhole to have a look what happens. Springbuck prefer feeding off small bushes, whereas kudus, who are browsers, prefer to feed off bushes and trees. This way, the kudu finds its food at eye level height. For the kudu babies, food is served in liquid form. The secretary bird can be considered part of the eagle family. Its long legs are ideal for foraging on foot and thereby finding its prey. Its long legs are also ideal as tools to kill snakes by beating them to death. there is little competition between the animals. Due to this, one can find this group of wildebeest peacefully grazing alongside the springbok next to this natural dam. A few trophy red hartebeest bulls, and in between a calf with short horns. This calf, like zebra and wildebeest calves, can already hours after birth run after their mother. The blue crane is the national bird of South Africa. At the coast one can find these birds in large groups, in particular in the more wet winter month. I was surprised to find this family here. After all, birds are very mobile. Other people might have also taken an interest in their migration pattern, as the little crane appears to be ringed. This old warthog male must have lost part of its tusk in a fight, or it broke off because of mineral deficiency. With warthogs, I have not seen this very often in the Etosha National Park, but with elephants one can see this frequently. The Etosha National Park offers a large variety of animals of all sizes, as well as a great variety of birds. Water is life. It is for this reason that one can spot this rich wildlife mainly in the vicinity of artificial waterholes or natural dams filled after good rains.